And boom, I'd get that cast on the arm, and it kind of knocked...
in the face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dustin Hoffman stands as one of cinema's most uncompromising perfectionists.
I got a soap, George. I'm the new woman administrator on Southwest Jingle.
You're what?
Congratulate me.
A transformative performer whose revolutionary approach to character development forever altered Hollywood's conception of leading man potential.
I'm walking here! I'm walking here! Up yours, you son of a...
From his iconic breakthrough in The Graduate to his Oscar-winning performances in Kramer vs. Kramer and Rain Man,
the Oscar goes to Dustin Hoffman for Rain Man.
Hoffman demolished traditional heroic archetypes through meticulous preparation and fearless vulnerability. Yet beneath his acclaimed filmography lies a reputation for volcanic intensity and ruthless artistic standards that transform film sets into psychological battlegrounds. Hoffman's obsessive commitment to authenticity frequently collided with co-stars whose casual professionalism or commercial priorities threatened his vision of collaborative excellence. His encounters with 7 particular actors revealed the combustible nature of genius-level dedication, meeting lesser commitment, creating legendary conflicts that expose the brutal cost of uncompromising artistic integrity in Hollywood's collaborative environment. Number 7, Meryl Streep. The intense custody drama, Kramer vs. Kramer in 1979, brought together 2 of cinema's most methodical performers.
Yeah. They cast Kate Jackson in Meryl Streep's part.
You're kidding.
The studio would not let her out.
Yet their collaboration devolved into psychological warfare that made their on-screen marital breakdown pale in comparison to their backstage animosity. Hoffman's improvisational approach to emotional authenticity clashed violently with Streep's structured character architecture, creating daily confrontations over technique and territory. Hoffman's notorious boundary pushing during their divorce scenes included unscripted physical aggression and personal attacks designed to provoke genuine emotional responses from Streep. Dustin would slap me without warning or hurl insults about my personal life, Streep later revealed. His belief that authentic emotion required real psychological trauma conflicted with her disciplined preparation methods and professional boundaries. The tension escalated when Hoffman began rewriting dialogue during filming to favor his character's perspective while diminishing Streep's dramatic moments. His producer influence allowed him to reshape scenes that originally showcased her character's complexity, reducing her to a reactive presence in what should have been an equal dramatic partnership. Director Robert Benton found himself constantly mediating disputes over script interpretation and performance choices. Streep's growing frustration with Hoffman's manipulative tactics reached its peak when he suggested improvising a scene where he would throw a wine glass at her head. Her refusal to participate in potentially dangerous stunts for the sake of his authenticity obsession highlighted fundamental disagreements about professional responsibility and collaborative safety. The experience left Streep wary of working with method actors who confuse psychological abuse with artistic dedication. Number 6, Tom Cruise. The 1988 autism drama, Rain Man paired Dustin Hoffman with Tom Cruise in what became a masterclass in generational acting philosophy warfare.
Still alive who saw The Graduate. And I just mean that people...
Hoffman's obsessive research into autism spectrum behaviors conflicted immediately with Cruise's intuitive, charm-based approach, creating tension that director Barry Levinson struggled to contain throughout the lengthy production process. Hoffman spent months studying with autistic individuals and mental health professionals, arriving on set with precise behavioral patterns that he refused to compromise for dramatic convenience. Cruise's suggestions for making Raymond more audience-friendly were met with withering contempt from Hoffman, who viewed any deviation from clinical accuracy as artistic betrayal. Tom wanted to make the character likable while Dustin demanded authenticity, observed script supervisor Marshall Schlamm. The conflict intensified over billing and promotional focus, with Hoffman resenting Cruise's heartthrob status overshadowing the film's serious subject matter. Cruise's natural screen magnetism threatened to transform their dramatic study into commercial entertainment, which Hoffman found professionally offensive. Their scenes together became exercises in competing for audience attention rather than collaborative storytelling. The experience crystallized Hoffman's contempt for Hollywood's new generation of stars who prioritize marketability over craft. Tom represented everything shallow about modern filmmaking, Hoffman privately complained, viewing Cruise's success as evidence of declining artistic standards in contemporary cinema. Number 5. Warren Beatty. The catastrophic desert comedy Ishtar in 1987 became legendary for its budget overruns and creative chaos.
You're not going to quit fighting, then because he was a very, very good actor.
But the real disaster occurred between Dustin Hoffman and Warren Beatty, whose competing egos transformed Elaine May's ambitious project into an exercise in mutual destruction. Beatty's producer authority and vanity project mentality clashed violently with Hoffman's serious approach to character development and collaborative responsibility. Hoffman arrived expecting rigorous preparation and structured rehearsal processes, only to discover Beatty treating the production like an extended vacation with minimal dramatic requirements. Warren would spend hours adjusting his lighting while Dustin waited in full costume, revealed cinematographer Vittorio Storaro. The disparity in their professional standards created daily scheduling conflicts and budget complications. Their philosophical differences extended beyond work ethic into fundamental disagreements about comedy and artistic purpose. Beatty's comfort with superficial entertainment conflicted with Hoffman's need for meaningful character motivation and social relevance. Dustin wanted to create something significant while Warren just wanted to look good, observed assistant director David McGifford. The production's eventual failure became a source of mutual blame, with Hoffman privately holding Beatty responsible for the project's lack of focus and artistic direction. Their public friendship deteriorated into professional animosity that lasted decades, with both actors avoiding future collaborations and making subtle criticisms of each other's approach to filmmaking in subsequent interviews. Number 4. Laurence Olivier. The 1976 thriller Marathon Man created an unexpected battleground between Hollywood's most respected classical actor and its most intense method practitioner.
Actor on the stage, I think, is more the master of the situation than he is on the film. The film is the director's medium.
Laurence Olivier's disapproval of Dustin Hoffman's extreme preparation techniques became the stuff of industry legend, crystallizing generational tensions between traditional craft and modern psychological approaches to performance. Hoffman's famous decision to stay awake for days to authentically portray his character's exhaustion prompted Olivier's withering suggestion to try acting, dear boy. The comment reflected deeper philosophical divisions about technique and professional responsibility that poisoned their collaborative relationship. Larry viewed Dustin's methods as self-indulgent showing off, revealed director John Schlesinger. Their scenes together became exercises in competing acting philosophies, with Olivier's economical precision contrasting sharply with Hoffman's immersive intensity. The younger actor's need for extensive character backstory and motivation frustrated Olivier's preference for trusting the text and director's vision. Dustin would analyze every gesture while Larry just delivered perfection, observed fellow cast member Roy Scheider. The professional tension extended beyond technique into questions of respect and artistic hierarchy. Hoffman's resistance to Olivier's mentorship and his implicit criticism of classical training methods created lasting animosity. Olivier's subsequent comments about American method acting reflected his belief that Hoffman represented everything problematic about contemporary performance approaches, while Hoffman viewed the elder actor as representing outdated theatrical traditions that stifled authentic emotional expression. Number 3. Robert Redford. The 1976 political thriller All the President's Men should have showcased perfect journalistic partnership between Dustin Hoffman and Robert Redford, yet their collaboration exposed fundamental tensions between constructed performance and natural screen presence that created lasting professional animosity. Hoffman's meticulous character research conflicted with Redford's effortless charisma and instinctive approach to dramatic storytelling. Hoffman spent months studying real investigative reporters and developing precise mannerisms for Carl Bernstein, while Redford relied on his inherent leading man appeal to embody Bob Woodward. Dustin would arrive with notebooks full of character details while Bob just showed up and was perfect, observed director Alan J. Pakula. The disparity frustrated Hoffman's belief that great performance required intensive preparation and psychological excavation. Their billing disputes reflected deeper insecurities about critical recognition and commercial appeal, with Hoffman resenting Redford's golden boy status and mainstream acceptance. Redford's natural screen magnetism made Hoffman's constructed performance appear labored by comparison, triggering fears about his own relevance in Hollywood's star system. The experience reinforced Hoffman's contempt for performers who achieve success through conventional attractiveness rather than transformative ability. Robert represented everything easy about stardom, Hoffman later confided, viewing Redford's career as evidence that Hollywood valued surface appeal over genuine artistic dedication and character authenticity. Number 2, Jon Voight. The groundbreaking character study, Midnight Cowboy in 1969, launched both Dustin Hoffman and Jon Voight into stardom. Yet their collaboration became a territorial battle over who deserved credit for the film's artistic breakthrough and cultural impact. Their competing approaches to method acting and character development created professional jealousy that extended far beyond the production's completion. Hoffman's street-smart razzo-rizzo required extensive physical transformation and dialect work, while Voight's naive Joe Buck demanded different emotional preparation techniques. Both actors arrived determined to create career-defining performances, leading to subtle, scene-stealing attempts and competitive intensity that director John Schlesinger struggled to channel productively. They were constantly trying to upstage each other, revealed cinematographer Adam Hollander. The critical acclaim and Oscar recognition that followed intensified their rivalry over who had carried the film's dramatic weight and cultural significance. Hoffman's character's complexity and quotability overshadowed Voight's more subtle performance, creating resentment about recognition and industry respect. Jon felt like Dustin got all the memorable moments, observed casting director Marion Dougherty. Their subsequent career trajectories became sources of mutual comparison and private criticism, with Hoffman viewing Voight's mainstream success as artistic compromise, while Voight questioned Hoffman's pretentious approach to commercial filmmaking. The rivalry embodied broader tensions about authenticity versus accessibility in 1970s cinema. Number 1. Al Pacino. The emergence of Al Pacino as method acting's other revolutionary voice during the 1970s created an inevitable rivalry with Dustin Hoffman that transcended professional competition.
He gave me a look, to this day, I'll never forget it. Like, where do you come?
Into philosophical warfare about technique, authenticity, and artistic leadership. Both actors represented different approaches to psychological realism that made collaboration impossible and mutual respect unlikely. Hoffman's cerebral preparation methods conflicted with Pacino's volcanic emotional intensity, creating competing claims about which approach achieved greater dramatic truth. Dustin analyzed everything while Al just exploded into character, observed acting coach Stella Adler. Their different relationships with the actor's studio and Lee Strasberg's teachings fueled ongoing debates about proper method technique and artistic authority. Industry recognition became a source of constant comparison, with both actors vying for similar, intense dramatic roles throughout the decade. Their parallel careers in films like Serpico, Dog Day Afternoon, and Scarface created inevitable comparisons that neither actor appreciated. They represented different schools of method acting that couldn't coexist, revealed talent agent Sue Mengers. The mutual animosity extended into private criticism of each other's choices and techniques, with Hoffman questioning Pacino's emotional control, while Pacino dismissed Hoffman's intellectual approach as calculated rather than authentic. Their rivalry represented the broader fragmentation of method acting into competing philosophies about the relationship between preparation and spontaneity in transformative performance. These conflicts reveal Hoffman's uncompromising pursuit of artistic perfection and his intolerance for anything less than total dedication to craft. His demanding standards, while creating legendary tensions, consistently elevated collaborative work to extraordinary heights. Subscribe for more revelations about method acting's most obsessive practitioners.